Hey guys, want to bring you another YouTube video on, well, it took me almost a week to finally think about what I would do with the Houston Rockets. It was definitely a disappointment for the Houston Rockets to be bounced out on the second round in 5 games, and they went all in with small ball. They met D'Antoni is no longer the Rockets coach, so everything happened so fast. I didn't want to do something so fast and drastic, but I wanted to make sure what I thought at the time is what I still feel. So, initial thought when that happened, I was like, I don't think we're ever going to win with James Harden. So, that's why I wanted to hold off. And I'm like, it's the same thing over and over. I don't see how you could win. Now, at the time, again, Mike D'Antoni was the coach. I was like, I don't think you could win with the Mike D'Antoni and James Harden combo. And now I'm starting to question about the GM because Daryl Morey, I don't know. Yes, I give him a lot of credit. He's pretty good at pulling off trades. He is great with the statistician, great with math, but at some point you gotta think about the chemistry. Gotta think. Yes, Russell Westbrook was great talent. I think you could see Chris Paul was a better fit at the time with the team that they had against the Warriors. Probably broke that up too early, and I guess they were afraid that Chris Paul's contract was going to be too big. It was going to be too much to pay for his age and everything. So, and he's injury prone in that sense because he's older. So that's where I'm like, okay, if we're going to be consistent with the philosophy of trying to win. Now, I know the Rockets owner wants to win with James Harden. Now, the question comes back. Also, Daryl Morey would like to win with James Harden. He's been there part of the rebuild of the Rockets for the most part. But I don't know if it's going to work out because he is, I believe, 32 or 33. He is in his early 30s. Russell Westbrook is, I believe, 1 year older than him. So that's where you got to question your next 2 years, 3 years, your cap is very hard strong. This is pretty much your roster. You're not going to get much for Russell Westbrook. So that's the issue there. Because, again, we were able to trade Chris Paul for him. So it kind of worked out. Like, okay, well, we got younger. Those two played together in the past. Will this work out? Obviously, it did not work out. So, where do you go from here? I would say at this point, you would probably want to look at your biggest asset that you have because you don't have many draft picks or any draft picks. Your only trade asset at this point is going to be James Harden. Now, and you're going to bring in a new head coach, new regime on the coaching staff. Daryl Morey supposedly is going to have his job still. So the question would be, who are you going to have coach James Harden, or start rebuilding, get lots of draft picks, and try and build for the future? Now, I think you should be able to get a lot for James Harden because of his skills and assets. He could definitely carry a team like in the East Coast to the playoffs. I just don't know who you could get to trade with James Harden. I thought about maybe Blake Griffin for Westbrook or even Kevin Love. That would probably be a better fit. Blake Griffin can't really shoot threes. But Kevin Love doesn't play defense, so that kind of fits in. But if you could get I would start entertaining, to be honest. And I like James Harden. I just don't. He's great for the regular season. I don't think he's a right fit for um, the playoffs. He usually runs out of gas. He's not tired by then. But this year, you didn't have an excuse there. You had plenty of rest during this downtime. So, what I would say, entertain offers. See if you could get a lot of good role players, like kind of build like the um, Oklahoma City. Like they had a lot of good role players. Even like the LA Clippers, they had a lot of good role players before they got those two superstars. Because you want to, like, and if you see my other videos, you either are there to win the championship or close to it, or you're nowhere close where you should just rebuild. Um, so I think their championship window is closing because I don't see any help in sight. Yeah, I just, that's why I kind of wanted to make sure I was okay putting out there that it's maybe time to break up the team of James Harden because I don't see any roster. And out of all the teams for the vacancy, I would say this is probably not the most attractive, um, most attractive job out there because yes, the roster looks good, but then you're stuck with this roster. There's not much flexibility. So I've heard Jeff Van Gundy. I don't know if he would like this roster, to be honest, to go coach that team. Tyronn Lue is out there. I wouldn't mind having him. I don't think Mark Jackson would be happy but with this roster. But he might be able to pull something off, just like how he helped build the Warriors. Another one I would look Atkins from from Brooklyn. That was another one. I thought Billy Donovan would be a good one if he was available still, but he's gone to the Bulls. So, other than that, yeah, I would definitely do a full rebuild, trade every piece away. I would. I don't. But the thing is, I don't think you have a draft pick for this year. So, if you want to, you could run it maybe one more year if you wanted to. If you don't have a draft pick, I don't think we do because we did trade again with Oklahoma and Minnesota for Covington. So I would definitely, if you don't have a draft pick this year, you could hold off maybe one more year or see if you could get some multiple draft picks for this year. So that way you could speed up the process. You definitely want multiple first rounders. Just like if you could get something like an Anthony Davis type offer. I doubt you will because you could see Anthony Davis carried the Lakers further with that shot and showed up with his game. So, again, do you think I'm crazy breaking up the team? Because we already lost D'Antoni, so he's already left. So there's definitely going to be some changes. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.